And some teams will change some things, but for the most part, if they have a working formula, they are not going to switch it up. And now we see actually a little bit of a difference here, that Greedent heading up into the top path.
Yeah, no changes with the Pokemon, but definitely in the formation. It's going to be 3 sent along the bottom path for 5 guys, but it's only going to be 2 for Random Gaming, and that should be interesting. I mean, if they're not going to get really pushed around too much, they're still able to get their experience. Not the worst call. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, the interesting thing that we're seeing here, so while they didn't switch up what Pokemon they're using, they have switched up their strategy a little bit. And clearly they're saying, we want to shut down Potato from Five Guys. Potato, this incredible top path Lucario player. And I'm wondering if this strategy is going to work out for them. The interesting thing about their bottom path is they have Wiggly down there, one of my favorite Pokemon, but that Pokemon is a very close range Pokemon. So being at a disadvantage player-wise in that bottom path could be really tough for them.
Yeah, and also being a player down at the bottom path is going to leave these opportunity for this central area player we already see from Five Guys rotating down to put a huge number disadvantage on the side of Random Gaming. At this point, the Duraludon pushed all the way back, and this is going to be some easy points for Five Guys to start putting into this goal.
Yeah, we can see both teams actually did sort of the same strategy, just in a mirror, essentially. So Random Gaming put all their aggression towards this top path, and they had a huge player advantage. Same with Five Guys. Five Guys put all their aggression just on the other side of the map, the bottom path. Now, I've noticed a lot of teams will often do this towards the bottom path if they're going to make a choice. That reason being that first Dreadnought is such an important objective for these teams to secure. There's so much experience to be gained.
Oh yeah, you mentioned in last game just how the level difference is something that don't really highlight as much, but can have a huge impact in these battles, and getting that experience from this Dreadnought to start getting a little bit of a jump boost on that. Insane. A couple more points going to be scored along this top path, almost actually breaking the goal, just 8 points away.
Yeah, I mean, as we said earlier, as I keep mentioning, the Greedent everywhere at once. It was in the enemy central area. It was able to take their blue buff right there. So just an incredibly difficult Pokemon to deal with. And like you said, they're about to break that top path goal right now. I wonder if the strategy from Random Gaming is an even more aggressive top path push.
Definitely looks like it now. Make sure, you know, you can pressure the other team, get these bees, but with just about 10 seconds left, it's time for the players to start going along that bottom path, potentially try and push this all-important Dreadnought objective. We saw it last time, just how big these team fights were around it. Sure enough, Random Gaming already in position and taking this damage, and Five Guys gonna join the battle, bursting it down and actually gonna take it away.
Wow, and you saw right there, you had both Duraludon and Dragonite for Random Gaming on that objective, but it was still able to be secured by the higher level Duraludon from Five Guys Kid Tans. And look at how much they're able to accomplish with this here. Such a huge play by Five Guys.
This Duraludon on Five Guys side, it took the Dreadnought, it took 3 KOs, and now it's at level 10, and you can put this insane pressure on. This is a Pokemon you don't want to get too much of a lead, and it might do some dirty things in team fights. No team fight along the Rotom though. Instead, Random Gaming is going to be taking that one for free.
Yeah, and look at this here. It's really cool what Duraludon can do. Putting down those Stealth Rocks. If Pokemon takes the full 4 points of damage from those Stealth Rocks, they also have a little bit of a stun there. So Five Guys able to stop that Rotom without doing much at all. A couple Stealth Rocks and a few attacks from Duraludon, and it goes down right now. And now we have Random Gaming actually trying to push into this bottom path goal.
Yeah, a very aggressive fight going right along the goal line there. Duraludon also popping the Unite move earlier to try and put that extra pressure, and it doesn't seem like this fight's going necessarily too well in their favor. Saw the Lucario was able to secure a KO and push them back.
So Five Guys up on points. Five Guys also up on level. They have to be feeling very good in this match right now, but you just need to understand that Random Gaming's strategy right here is not necessarily to be the highest level. They want to continue to put pressure on all these objectives, get rid of them as fast as possible, and then make their way across the map and score. So they're still very much in this game as we head to the 5-minute mark.
Oh, for sure. And as Random Gaming tries to push forward towards this Dreadnought that's about to appear up, we can see Five Guys already waiting in the grass, already waiting to try and take it out. And the fight's going to be pushing a little further back. It's going to be the Hoop Rings Unbound to bring everybody to the battle. But Random Gaming, it's going to be the Dragonite to grab that in the end. But Five Guys, they're chasing back. The first KO is going to go in their way with that Venusaur. They're not looking to put up the pressure there whatsoever, though. They might get punished a little bit as this Duraludon, whoa, it is striking back. KO streak of 2, but it's not the only one.
Wow, look at this. These two Duraludons go back and forth. Who can get a higher KO streak? And such an interesting fight there in the bottom path. We did have that amazing Hoopa Unite move bringing all of Five Guys down. But like you said, Dragonite just with that Hyper Beam securing objectives. Random Gaming is playing a different strategy from Five Guys. That much is clear. Sometimes you see two teams play in a very similar fashion, but this is not that at all. This is sort of a hybrid of seeing a team trying to score as much as possible with a team that really wants to put its entire team together and win big team battles.
Yeah, but considering there's just one team that's trying to score as much as possible, it's still a really even scoreline between these three. There's just less than 4 minutes left. As this Rotom tries to push in as well, there's going to be all this pressure here. Dragonite taking a lot of damage for backing up that little bit. Five Guys are responding on the goal, and Potato is going to take that lead pad as well and has to push his green all the way back.
Oh, wow. And you have to assume that, I mean, Random Gaming, that was a heartbreaking moment right there because they were so close to a massive score. Although they're still able to put in a ton of points here in this bottom path with that Dragonite Unite move. Something that we've seen used a ton when Dragonite was one of the most popular Pokemon in the game is that Unite move from Dragonite landing onto a goal and getting a big score because that Score Shield and Buddy Barrier work so well together.
Yeah, now with 3 minutes left, Random Gaming will get notified that they have the lead going into this, but it's so close they can't really let up at all. Though it looks like Dreadnought objective at the bottom. We can see Random Gaming's playing a different game at this point. A lot of pressure along this top path and no response to the bottom.
Yeah, I think they are just going to let them have it completely for free. Again, like you said, they are playing a different game. They have a different strategy right now. Both teams getting ready for Zapdos. We're about 30 seconds away from it. And something to point out, if Random Gaming wins right here, we are going to have a rematch of the February Grand Finals for our losers bracket finals between Yerman Burger Flippers and Random Gaming. But this is still anyone's game. Five Guys in Random Gaming. Only a few points separate them, and we're getting ready for a huge fight right now.
Time for the final stretch. If Random Gaming can secure this, close this out, and have the repeat that we're looking for. Here it is, the Rings Unbound and a Revolving Ruin and one in response. All the damage coming out, but it's going to be Random Gaming to secure the Zapdos yet again and chase Five Guys down as they head towards the goals. They're heading for their points. They got all the Aeos energy in the world and they need to cash that in.
Wow, wow, wow. Once again, we just have the massive amount of damage coming down on that Zapdos. You can see Five Guys' plan to fight at this Zapdos, it's just not working. And the reason it's not working is because Random Gaming doesn't want to fight there. Random Gaming is distracting their Duraludon and some of their bigger Pokemon, and they're spending all their time throwing down as much damage as they can on Zapdos as quickly as they can, flipping it, as they say. They are just flipping a coin, but with more damage on it, they have a better chance of that coin landing on their favor.
And so far, this end of game is in their favor, just under 200 points separating these two. Random Gaming now, they just have to make sure that Five Guys can't go for any big damage output. You can see that they have the Aeos energy in their pocket, but it's going to be a fight around these goals if they can secure that. And, you know, where would this match be if it wasn't for the green and just on the completely other end of the map?
That is right. Where is Gotlu? Where on the map is that green? And it was scoring in the main base of Five Guys right here. Five Guys right now in the same position they were in game one. Can they turn it around this time? They need a lot of big points right here, but this match is still incredibly close with 20 seconds left. Anything can happen here. And we almost have a score going in, and now Dragonite is scoring in the main base.
Doesn't even matter what's happening on the other side of the map. There is going to be some points scored, but at the same time, the points that Random Gaming has been putting on the other end, well, Five Guys have been preoccupied with this fight. I'm sure it's not going to be enough. Five Guys, they needed to be taking these members of Random Gaming out sooner, and instead, it's going to be the Dragonite with the KO streak of 2 to end things off, and I think we all know where this is heading, Spraggles.
Wow, I mean, incredible, Sierra. Random Gaming does exactly what they did last